potential concerns or that he lacks length, he is not an anchor, and the position fit.
What's going on, guys? It's another episode of Wingboys. We talk about life, sports, and eat spicy wings. Normally we eat spicy boneless wings, but the great people at Hurricanes Bar and Grill decided to disappoint me. And
when don't we get disappointed, honestly?
You know what?
These wing places are constantly messing
we've been
up.
doing...
Is it us? Are we the problem?
I think they know it's for
At
the
this
Wingboys
point,
podcast.
Yeah, I think it's intentional.
That's
why we're still down.
The CIA has planted different psyops in these places. They're getting too
This
powerful.
conspiracy goes all the way to the top, way past ghost kitchens.
It's way. This is brick and mortar promise. Anyways, guys, so they actually gaslighted me because I think that I'm the problem. That's the thing, they get in my head.
So
And I said, I must have not hit the thing. And then they're like, no, you stand up for yourself, goddammit. So I went out to my phone and I checked the order and I hit boneless. So they just decided that the bones will do.
Yeah.
And that's the name of this episode.
You tried to get a refund and they're like, yeah, prove it.
Yeah, they said prove it.
They're not bones.
Let me show you these bones!
Yeah, we'll give you a refund. Prove it.
Yeah.
Give us photo evidence.
Now what if nothing showed up? That's my question. What if nothing showed up and I gotta prove that?
You just take a picture of your hand.
I put a little frowny face on my palm.
No food. Caption.
Please send food.
Just a picture of you like this with the plate. Say no food.
So anyways, fuck Uber Eats.
Alright, I'm taking it away.
At least it's got some good flavors. We got
Which one's this one?
ridiculously hot, and we have, I actually forgot, and I punched the bag in a fit of rage. It's ridiculously hot buffalo and habanero lime rub, which I'm guessing that one is. And I was really excited for it, but it's been sullied by bones. Now,
Alright, let's be real. Bone wings are superior in flavor to boneless wings.
I disagree with
Because they have the bones to cook with. And the bones add to the flavor. However, personally, I prefer boneless. I understand that they're chicken nuggets, but I'm not trying to eat around this bone and miss some meat and have people call me out.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm a busy man, alright? I'm a busy man, and not necessarily neurodivergent. So I do not like the fact that my hands have to get dirty.
Yeah.
I also can't be bothered eating around a wing when the beauty of this wonderful country we're in, they blessed us with boneless wings. So why would I bother?
This is going to be a horrible episode to watch. Probably listen. This should be a bad episode in general. Just the
It's going to be rough. I mean, one thing, I can barely focus. You don't even know how to talk. And we're doing a podcast. So, with that being said, do you want to, I'm going to cut out most of what just happened there. When you got real close to the camera.
Oh yeah, that beginning part, yeah, get rid of that.
No, that's the intro.
I thought that was good banter though.
No, it's still the intro.
Beginning.
It's still the intro. I'm just wanting, now we're going to have context. So, and I'm leaving all this in because I want people to know how the sausage is made, or how
just raw, unedited footage. Yeah.
how the wing is made.
This is art, basically.
How the wing is made, am I right?
Anyways,
So tell me about.
to say actually.
I don't have anything to say. Tell me about the potential draft.
So the sports app that I use to keep up to date with all sports news and whatnot. They do rankings breakdown of every position. They're up to the offensive lineman now, but they've done quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, tight ends, and now linemen.
He's talking about the Yik Yak, by the way. That's what he uses to get all his hard hitting.
So funny. I'm laughing so hard right now. It's hilarious.
I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about?
Hello, 2016.
Wow. I thought. All right.
Anyways, they just recently released the rankings for offensive linemen. Like I said, the number one ranked lineman is Peter Skoronski, widely considered to be the best lineman prospect in the draft. The safest bet. I've heard that he doesn't have the highest possible upside, but also in terms of floor, he's the safest and has the highest floor of the prospects. The defining traits it says he has is technique, movement skills, and processing. The concerns, like I said in the beginning, the length, anchor, and position fit. Player comparison is Ali Marpet. And I liked Marpet coming out of the draft too. He was at the combine that year. He was coming out of a D3 school, I think Hobart and William Smith or William Mary something.
Okay.
And he got drafted sort of late, I think first round, maybe second day. And he was a consistent starter for the Buccaneers and won a Super Bowl with them, with Brady. Like he's a phenomenal player. He retired pretty early too, but still, he was a great lineman. I think that'd be a great pick for the Jets if we add him to our line.
I mean, listen, if you're a great lineman, you're probably going to have a short-lived career because that means you've been doing your job and you need to get out of there.
Yeah.
You've been taking those hard hits. But no, I agree. That's always been my concern is having better linemen, better quality linemen and healthy linemen.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this could be something that we would use, especially because we have decent draft numbers. So we should be able to get a lineman pretty quickly because the people ahead of us definitely have a lot more than they need than linemen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Did anything else stand out to you with the draft?
What?
Anyone coming into the NFL, anyone coming into the league that raised the same sirens in your head, or at least in the Sports Center app, whatever app you use.
After seeing this comparison, I'm excited to see how this guy does in the league, whatever team he gets drafted to. It's a man named Quentin Johnson from TCU.
Okay.
Weighing in at 208 and at 6'3". The NFL comparison they have is Andre Johnson with a hint of Deebo Samuel. Now, we know Deebo Samuel, very versatile player, very fast, quick, can do running back, receiver, whatever you need him to do in the offense.
Absolutely.
And we know Andre Johnson was a big guy. And if you threw the ball up to him, he was getting it. He commanded respect on the field.
Yes.
He dominated whatever side of the field he was on. If that's the comparison that this guy Quentin Johnson's getting, I'm excited to see how he'll do. Because I have never seen him play before. I'm going to be honest. I don't follow college football too closely. No. I just kind of keep track of important names and who's going to be in the next draft and what positions, stuff like that. But in terms of watching him play, I probably need to watch some TCU highlights from this past season and see just how good this guy really is.
Well, TCU did phenomenal this year.
Yeah, they did. I think they went pretty far into the college playoffs. Yeah.
I believe weren't they in the
Were they?
I think it was TCU versus oh shoot, I can't remember now. But it was TCU was the underdog in that situation. No one really expected TCU to go as far as they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the best Zoa you've ever brought me. Mostly, the Zoas you brought are unquenchable. Unquenchable. Or at least it makes my thirst unquenchable because I can't drink it. Anyways, guys, I have not been paying attention to anything in the draft. I have been watching the free agency, and one free agency move that
I feel like a baby deer taking his first steps eating his wing.
Yeah, this is really rough.
I really don't want to get my other hand dirty because I want to be able to pull stuff up.
Exactly. That's why I've been struggling with that too.
Oh, boy, howdy.
When was the last time you had bone-in wings?
Oh, I feel like not too long ago, honestly. I couldn't remember exactly when, but I've definitely eaten bone-in wings within the last 6 months.
I feel like the last time...
What kind of conversation is this?
I'm just asking a question, bro. Can we just talk? Damn. Talk about light sports and spicy wings. We just talked about sports. We talked a little bit about life. I haven't had bone-in wings.
Probably since the problem. All right.
Can I finish?
Mm.
No? Put something in your mouth. God damn. Excuse me, I'm burping. This is a mess, guys. I appreciate anyone who actually listens to this podcast. I appreciate you all so much because this is
this is rough.
When we actually, last week, I didn't even have the charger. It died within 2 minutes of us recording. Only to find out that, and I didn't want to tell you this, but I'll tell you now on camera. As soon as you left, I found the charger. I did actually bring it with me. I was so convinced I didn't. And then after you left, I was grabbing my computer to edit, and I found the battery and the charger. So we definitely could have. I mean, we had.
I just want to preface by saying this. I enjoyed our little date last week. I appreciated that we had dinner together.
Yes, it was
just
lovely.
hung out as two bros do, except we didn't kiss. But are you fucking serious? I was here for like 2 hours.
We spent so much time down here. It was a nice time. We did hang out. We were like talking. We were dying laughing. We were watching. Like, it was a good time. We haven't really hung out together in a minute, so it was good. But as soon as you left, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll edit my other video. And I pulled out my laptop, and next to my laptop is and I was so convinced I forgot it. I was so convinced. I didn't even bother looking because I was that convinced I didn't bring it with me. So we actually are recording today, and you guys are witnessing that unravel right now, so thank you. As I was saying, the last time I had bone-in wings was, I think, the last time they messed up our order and gave us bone-in wings. And I ate a couple out of curiosity just to remind myself I'm still him and I don't like bone-in
I'm
wings.
still him. Doesn't eat bone-in wings.
Yes, sir, because I'm a man. Anyways, going back to the NFL, because I've not been watching NBA at all. They're also like cold.
The Lakers just won the playing game against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that was
They won in OT.
And they had like a less than 1% chance this year, right? Something crazy.
I think it was like 0.3. Honestly, the Lakers have been not great this year.
Yeah,
aside from sort of recently, with AD's resurgence. But yeah, the Lakers have.
It's been a rough year for you.
They fought.
It's been a rough couple seasons for you. I feel like since we started this podcast, your Lakers have not caught a break. They've been limited to the. But you know what the Lakers remind me of? The Lakers are the equivalent of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Somehow always just get right there, but they're not doing phenomenal.
As of recent, yeah, I'd say yeah.
Oh yeah, as of recent. No, I'm not talking about in general. The Lakers are like the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's crazy.
I was like, what is this?
That's crazy. That's a horrible take. I'm not that
That was
uninformed.
pretty hot, not gonna lie. My mouth's a little fuego.
Yeah, when I can actually take a bite.
Un poquito fuego. So, as you know,
I don't know.
basketball. Tonight, the Heat and the Bulls are playing for the 8th seed in the East, and the Thunder and the Timberwolves are playing for the 8th seed in the West. Because the Thunder beat the Pelicans the other night. And the Bulls beat the Raptors. I believe it was.
I haven't paid that shit. I've been so out of it. I've been terrible with all this stuff. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. What's your predictions going into it right now? Where do you see playoffs looking like? Is the Toon Squad gonna win? You know? Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, I also saw something from the score that breaks down what an NBA champion looks like statistically.
Okay.
And it brought in a lot of averages, I think, since like 2000. With the lone outlier being the Dallas Mavericks in 2011, a lot of the teams have been in like the top 3 or 4 teams offensively and defensively. From what all their requirements say. Let me pull it up actually, because I'm not just gonna freeball this. Like, there's an actual thing that they have. But basically, where is it?
You can do this.
Anatomy of an NBA champion.
Okay.
So it says wins. Who fits the bill? Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, Nuggets. Potential outliers: Grizzlies, Suns, Lakers. Point differential: Celtics, Cavs, Sixers fit the bill. Potential outliers: Grizzlies, Lakers.
Okay.
The other categories are offense, defense, home versus road record, star talent, and yeah, that's it. So the only teams that check off all the qualifications that fully qualify, they're not potential outliers, are the Celtics and the Sixers. The Bucks are only missing point differential.
Okay.
And now, in terms of the West, because now that's only Eastern teams.
I was gonna say.
The Nuggets lead the Western teams with
Interesting.
3 fully qualified categories. Missing point differential, defense, and home versus road record. The Lakers qualify for one of those, which is star talent, but they're potential outliers in all the others. So I can see possibly anyone coming out of the West. I mean, maybe the Lakers go to the conference finals based off of this breakdown of it. The anatomy of an NBA champion, it says, who fits the statistical profile. Statistical.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the Lakers possibly making it out of the first round against the Grizzlies. But they got to play well. And then whoever they would play in the round after, they got to play well. Like they can't really miss. And also one of the articles they released was potential flaws of the Western teams. The Lakers don't have a lot of shooting. That's going to be a big problem.
But yeah, because they got rid of Russell Westbrook.
Anyways, they're going to have to rely a lot on LeBron and AD and D'Lo to shoot and score some points, and they got to hope that their defense can douse the flame that is the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, they're the second seed in the West. I mean, it's a tough conference.
Yeah, so there's got to be more defense on their end.
Yeah.
That you got to shut down their scoring and then let.
Yeah.
No,
but
exactly.
I mean, the Grizzlies weren't even like considered in the top 6 or 7 of the playoff teams on that statistical profile.
So what is now outside of statistics? As someone who's just watching, what is keeping them? What's making them get to this point where they're up against the Lakers right now for playoff contention?
John Morant and Jaron Jackson. The Grizzlies' defense has been great.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Jackson has been phenomenal defensively. If I'm not mistaken, I think he might be up for Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong. I could just be talking out of my ass. But yeah, they've been good. And John Morant, offensively, has been phenomenal, aside from obviously the time that he missed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the Grizzlies are good. You can't deny that. What does it say?
2022, 2023 Defensive Player of the Year odds tracker.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Boy, this is telling me a whole lot of nothing. Oh, this is sports betting. So, yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. has the highest odds. He's minus 185, so that means he's certainly in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. He's the only one who is actually minus. Everyone else is positive. So, it's pretty much, according to Vegas, it's a lock that he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, man. He's been great defensively. I've had him on my fantasy basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
There's sometimes he'll have 6 or 8 blocks.
Really? That's crazy. And yeah,
because the NBA average is usually 2 at best. He's averaging 3.3.
That's insane.
That's wild for 2.
Very significant.
Yeah.
Which then allows, John Morant to do what he does and, put up numbers.
Yeah.
So that's a match made in heaven right there.
Yeah. It's great
Can't beat that. Absolutely.
Jaron Jackson. What a guy. And I drafted him and people clown me. They were like, wow, you're really going to take Jaron? He's not even like that. He is like that.
He is like that.
Jaron is him. Triple J.
He's Jaren Jackson Jr. I have nothing else really on the NBA personally.
What? How about Rudy Gobert punching
I did see
Kyle
that.
Anderson? That's so funny. Kyle Anderson's such a bitch. I had him on my fantasy team too, and I'm a little biased against him because every time I start him, 9 times out of 10, he's putting up 4 points.
Really?
And maybe 10 rebounds, and I'm like, dude, please do more.
Do something.
Come on. And then the times I'd bench him, he'd put up a double-double or a triple-double. I'm like, are you kidding me? Why are you doing this? So I'm not gonna say I was glad to see.
Did it feel good? It felt good a little bit. Seeing him get swung up a little bit. Did a smile instinctively go across the face?
No, I'm not gonna go as far as to say
a little
that's easy.
I guess a half smile, Isn't that crazy?
It's like, wow, he swallowed him. Don't swing again.
You know what?
I hope he didn't punch him again.
Did it connect? I mean, if it connected, it is what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, Gobert was suspended for the playing game against the Lakers for that. And now he's back to play tonight against the Thunder.
Only one game for swinging on your own teammate?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Gotta start swinging on more teammates.
No, all the other teammates just.
You really thought I was gonna connect?
I'm like, you know what?
I saw it in your eyes a little bit. You were like,
I kind of accepted it. I'm like, you know what? This bone and wings right now. His hands are sticky. He's got to be at the ceiling of frustration. I made a joke about his 2 squad today. If I got punched,
I said I found a charger last week. I mean,
yeah,
he's at the brink.
If I got punched, I would not have been mad at all. It would have been 100% understanding. Now, the question is, would I suspend you for 1 episode? Would I have to take 1 episode solo and, try and just fight through it? That would be the most prepared episode because I would go in terrified.
You're down here with your brother talking about speed duels?
No, I would be even less prepared than this conversation. Yeah, so about the elemental heroes, you know what I'm saying? No, I would rather do a solo podcast with 0 information, and I would just be talking to the camera, waiting for that sweet release of the camera cutting out so I can stop for a second. I'm leaving so much of this in. I hope you know that. I want to see who really listens to this podcast. I want someone to come up to me and be like, hey, is everything alright? Like, I watched the last episode. You guys seem to be not doing too well. But yeah, I really, you would think that because we're not eating as many hot wings, the capsaicin, we clearly need the capsaicin. We need to be burnt. We need our brains to be running on limited capacity. Yeah. Because this is our brains are full.
We're not eating these wings whole.
We're
gnawing at them.
I can't.
I feel like a caveman right now. Just gnawing at my wings.
I feel like a peasant. I just feel like a lowly peasant.
Eating gruel.
Eating mutton. Fresh off the fire.
Oh my god.
As my kid dies of cholera or something. I'm just trying to get through it. That Pedro Pascal TikTok thing, just... That's me right now.
Yeah.
Minecraft eating noise. We got so far. I don't even want to go back to the NBA. Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, man.
Ravens.
That's crazy stuff.
It literally was, the last I heard was, you've been hounding these wings. The last I heard...
You haven't been?
No, I can't do it. I tried. I did my part.
Maybe because I feel bad that there's so many ways that they're going to go uneaten.
I'll bring them upstairs. Someone will eat them. But go ahead. Listen, please eat them. Eat as much as you want. I got a refund. I'll go order myself some wings.
I also did just work out and I haven't eaten after my workout.
Oh yeah, there you go. So you're trying to get that protein in. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Just fuel them.
This is the worst post-workout. Most people have a protein shake, chicken and rice.
No, I had my muscle milk after the gym.
Muscle milk is ass.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I just gotta prep it by saying my mom got it for me from Easter.
Oh, okay.
So I can't be mad about having it.
Alright, well shout out to moms for getting you that muscle milk.
Yeah.
Is it the regular one or is it the black label? The real high protein one?
Right.
The regular one? Alright. At least it tastes better. None of it tastes great, but when you drink the black label, the high power, it tastes like straight liquid chalk. It tastes rough. I feel like I'm eating a blackboard, but a liquid blackboard. But no, let's talk about some of the best pre-made protein shakes. I don't know if you've had a lot. I've been down the block.
I'm praying that up until this point in time, everyone's watching you this whole episode, because I just look like a fiend.
It's just a gremlin.
I can't stress that enough. Just
just a cave monster I'm throwing scraps to.
I mean, listen, I'm doing my fair share of talking, but please don't
this is honestly the most
don't look at me when I eat.
I appreciate how much you've been talking this episode because maybe I should do bone-in wings every time because
I came prepared today.
You were ready, you were dialed in. But now I want to talk about, let's do a tier list of top 5 protein shakes. I don't even know if I can name 5. We'll name whey proteins, the powders, and then ready to go shakes. Because I don't know if I can name 5 ready to drink.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest.
Go for it.
I don't know if this counts as a protein shake.
You're about to talk some nonsense. Go on.
But there's this chocolate milk from, I think, like Boltshire Films, it's called, or Farms Films, Jesus.
Boltshire Films.
Yeah,
Making movies.
Boltshire Farms. They have it at ShopRite. And I got it, it's got like 30 grams of protein in it. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
So good. Like, just tastes like chocolate milk.
Really?
It's so good. Also love the Fairlife protein.
That's number one.
Yeah,
now we're gonna.
That has to be number one.
So I think next episode, our next bonus episode, we're gonna have a taste test of a bunch of different proteins because we're also more meatheads than we are sports fans. So this will be good for both of us. So we definitely need a protein. What about I never actually got a chance to ask you. Did you ever try that Premier Protein, the root beer float flavor?
I did. I thought I texted you.
You probably did, and I just don't talk to you. I don't like your text messages. I leave them on.
No, I liked it, honestly.
It tastes good, right?
At first, I was like, this isn't really root beer float. And then I was drinking it more, and I was like, yeah, no, this is...
At first, it tastes like
root beer
vanilla.
float.
Yeah, it tastes like vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mostly the float of the root beer float. But then as you go into it, you taste the root beer float. Phenomenal. Shout out Premier Protein for making that wicked flavor.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the Fruity Pebbles, the ISO 100?
The Dynamax? No.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. The OG protein that I ever had, and I always recommend it to everyone who's starting out, Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey Protein. Phenomenal. Just very creamy.
Don't get the cookies and cream.
No. Chocolate. When it comes to protein in general, I don't like going off the straight and narrow. I'm scared.
Don't get crazy flavors, because you're going to have to stick with it for like a month at least.
Yeah.
You're going to get tired of it. You go vanilla or chocolate, like that's your best bet. Because how can you get tired of chocolate milk?
Unless it's bad chocolate milk. The first protein I ever had was a Rite Aid. I think I talked about this on another podcast. It was a store brand Rite Aid whey protein. I just started working out with my weight set that was in my basement, and I'm stirring it up. I mix it with milk, sip it. It tasted like pancake batter. Straight pancake batter. Not even it was awful. But then I got Opto. I got Opto Nutrition, chocolate, beautiful, smooth. Fairlife can't be beat. The regular Premier Protein is also great. Have you ever had the Lean Bodies?
Yeah, I think so.
Lean Body. I remember. Do you remember the one at the gas station?
It's like 40 grams of protein, right?
Yeah, 40 grams. And like 1 gram of sugar. Mm-hmm. It definitely tastes like 1 gram of sugar. You can tell it tastes fake compared to like a Fairlife. Yeah. But it gets the job done. It's great when you're you just finished a workout, you're on the way home, you stop at the gas station. Yeah. Now, we used to go to the gym late at night at our 24-hour gym, and there was a gas station that had halal. So that was our real post workout. And if you're looking at me in horror because I said gas station halal, mind your business. Because that is I've had many other halal places.
It's so hard, and it still is.
It still is phenomenal.
Not the day after.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
It all matters in the moment. Yeah. The life advice.
There is no tomorrow, only halal.
Shout out to Halim, the guy who used to work for 24 hours. Yeah, listen, 24 hours straight. He would just do a whole day shift. And he looked me dead in the face. I was going through some things, man. He looked me dead in my face and said, "No one would ever love you like your mother, bro." I never asked. I didn't ask, "Hey, Halim, who's going to love me forever?" I didn't ask for this advice. But it was
Liam, I'm a little down in the dumps recently.
Hey, Liam, it's 3 in the morning.
Down my luck on love.
Can I just get my lamb or rice, please?
Give a dollop of wisdom you can dole out.
Can you mind your business and make me my rice? But shout out to Liam, man. I hope he's
still
used to
cut up the pita too and put it in.
God, it was phenomenal. Now,
and then no one after that would do it either. They wouldn't do it.
They would look at you with disgust if you even asked.
Yeah.
I was too scared to even ask. You had the balls to ask. I would never. And yeah, no, they didn't like that you asked that. Some other places will do that.
I still do that to this day.
Oh yeah, I still.
When I get halal, I get pita with it.
Chop it up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh,
but when they cook it with it, bro.
Shout out to Lean, wherever he is. I hope he's alive.
I hope he's doing well. I hope he's making more halal. But listen,
his true calling.
The true calling. The place that was attached to the gas station, they opened up another location in my hometown, and horrible. Not comparable to my gas station.
Can't all be a Lean.
Can't all be a Lean.
Yeah.
Those guys, no. Shout out to Lean. But also at that gas station, there was It was almost like those meal replacement shakes that had like 12 grams of protein. Do you remember those? The can? Our friend used to always get them. The Nutra, it was the Nutrament or something like that. It had a weird name. It was.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't trust that.
Listen, canned protein shakes are rough. We have a vending machine in my gym now, and it's called like ABB or something like that, and it's a can of drink. A can of protein, 40 grams.
A can of drink.
A can of drink. And I
just be vague. Just be so general.
And we didn't have protein. Like the shake bar.
A can of liquid.
It's something. You're gonna open up, there's gonna be something in there for sure. I'll promise you that. So I'm like, you know what? We don't have any protein for protein shakes. No. I'm gonna get this can right here. This can of drink. And I opened it up, and the front desk kid was looking at me. He goes, "How was it?" And I swear to you, that's the worst thing I ever had in my life. Before it could even finish touching my tongue, I knew it was regretful that I drank this.
Just straight in. It was the worst thing I've ever had in my life.
It was rough, and I still remember the pancake batter. So that was rough.
Yeah, that's how you know.
But no, Fairlife is definitely the way to go. I'm putting so many people on the Fairlife.
Oh yeah.
That one tastes like chocolate milk, but I want to try that Berkshire Films.
Berkshire. Let me look it up, alright?
Please look it up.
Stop slandering their name.
You started it. You said they were a film company.
I didn't. Right.
Bro thought they were doing Oppenheimer, not chocolate milk.
You're so funny.
I'm hysterical.
You're hilarious.
You know what? I got a question for you, Ed. And we'll wrap up with this, because I think this is a very important question.
I'm not a robot. Why are you asking me this, Google?
What?
Google's
asking you a robot. Hillshire Farms? Is it just liquid turkey? I'm so funny, bro. You never thought about blending your meals just to get them down a little quicker? You ever been You ever need cow? You ever tried Mascator?
No. Bolt House Farms. That's what it is.
House. Let me see this. Oh, I've seen that before.
Bolt House Farms.
Alright, guys, so you heard it here first. We're going to do our next bonus episode is going to be comparing proteins. Our stomachs are going to be so mad at us because I'm not wasting anything. Atrosh? Don't talk to me. Yeah, wait, that right there.
No, not mocha cabbage. Get out of here.
Alright, I thought it was chocolate.
See, Protein Plus, chocolate.
Yes.
Oh my god, delicious.
That one's got a lot of sugar in it though. If that's the same one I'm remembering.
I prefer real sugar to fake sugar.
With stevia?
To be honest, yeah. Or even like sucralose or aspartame, yeah.
Listen, if you're trying to keep it low calorie,
I'm not.
Fairlife. I can tell, big boy. But
yeah, that's right.
I didn't mean big like that.
That's right.
I'm talking about your gut. It's in a different zip code. This is probably the smallest you've ever looked. Like this angle to the camera, bro's looking like Flat Stanley. Anyways, what is something? I was passed out. No, listen.
I just had to clarify. I guess everyone believed me.
No. I believed you only because I've been there. Like when I'm on stage and I'm posing.
Did I send you that video?
Oh yeah, the guy
smacks into it. Oh my
Gives him a big old smooch on the way down.
Funny.
I almost passed out when I was on stage multiple times. When you're so focused on tensing your abs and doing your core turns, making sure that your pose is right. You're like, damn, I gotta breathe. Like you getting a haircut.
I'm trying to stay so still so they don't mess it up because I've been clowned for a haircut before.
Oh yeah, no, you've had some rough haircuts in the past.
Do you have the picture of that acorn haircut?
I gotta find
horrendous.
it. If I can find it before I finish editing this, I will absolutely post that.
Dude, the worst my hair's ever looked.
And
like that's nobody's fault, you know. Like sometimes a haircut doesn't come out good.
I miss going to that barbershop though. There was one time
I miss when the barber would fall asleep on me too.
That was the least of our concerns if the barber fell asleep on you, bro.
We were big black.
He didn't fall asleep on me. He just went to the bathroom and left.
Listen, it happens, you know. So
shout out to my guy. Yeah, no, because they were eating. All right, so let me give you the whole context of what we're talking about. We went to this barbershop on a weekend. So these guys, you know, obviously they're working on the weekend. They're having a party. Music's blaring. They're all drinking. They're all smoking. They got empanadas and like literal totes, like totes that when you're moving your family to another state. sized totes of empanadas coming through. And I knew it was going to be a fun day because Anthony's barber, after he finishes the guy he's cutting, we're all over here to the right of me. That's where Gen Pop is, right? To the left of this man is one chair with no one in it and a wall. And he decides that they're finishing with his person, shifts to the left where there's the wall and goes, next. Incredibly ecstatic. And I said, Anthony, that's all you. And he went and got to him. So now he's pounding back tequila. Our other friend, I think it was either probably Jose Cuervos, whatever that is. I don't drink. And then my barber was smacked out of his mind. He smelled like a dispensary.
Ooh,
he was.
Yes, he did.
Now, mind you, I think he doesn't like white people because the way he treated my head, I've gotten multiple cuts to this man because he did it very well. The way he treated my head, so he was aggressive with my head. So he would when you would dust when your barber dusts the hair away from your head as he's smacking my head like it woke me up. I'd be tired and I would be like, geez, all right, good morning, and he'd keep cutting, but never address it because I made a face. I was shocked. It happened multiple times. Every time was surprising. He always cut me nice though, so I went back to him many times. There was one time the barber after him had to leave last minute, so I was leaving for Syracuse. So I literally called him up out of the blue. I'm like, yo, you cutting right now? He's like, yeah, come on in. And nothing changed. The man was still, he got a lot slimmer. He lost some weight. But yeah, no, he would be aggressive with my head when he would do haircuts. And there was one time he was in the middle of my cut and he just disappeared for 10, 15 minutes. Comes back, I'm sorry, man. And the empanadas went right through me. And then went right back to cutting as if he didn't just leave me for half an hour.
To unload.
Yeah. I've had some crazy barbers in the day.
What?
I've almost died multiple times from barbers. It's been...
What?
I thought a barber was getting slipped.
You getting cut by Edward Scissorhands? Sweeney Todd?
Bro, might as well have been.
That joke, Sweeney Todd, not Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, no, you really got me there. Anyways, so I had a barber, right? Now, I had a barbershop where I went through every individual barber. The first barber, the last chair, I told him what I wanted to cut. He starts cutting very quickly. And
Just letting him run through you, huh?
yeah, and he just cutting real quick. And all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, this is not all what I asked you. He's like, this looks better though. This looks better. You're fine. So he just called a Hail Mary on my head.
Audible. He's like, nah, I got you. Don't worry.
It's all right. So
what you asked for is bad.
Literally, he's like, no, don't worry about it. This looks better. I'm like, all right, bro. I think it's all he knew how to cut. It was a very classic cut. So that's all he knew. So
he's like, no, trust me.
He's like, trust me.
This is better. Much better.
Much better. So I'm like, all right, never mind. I'm gonna go to the guy next to him. And the guy next to him brings his kid. Now, this
Did his kid cut you?
He almost did because the kid wanted to go to meat farms. He wanted to go to the grocery store so bad.
I get it.
Yeah,
they're bred phenomenal.
Exactly. Shout out Meat Farms because it was right next door. And he's like, I want to go to meat. He's like, listen, let me just cut this kid first, and then we'll be on our way. So he's
cutting those days growing up when you beg your parents to go to meat farms.
That's what I'm saying. Now listen, if I was stuck in a
those were the days.
Yeah, man. But he's like, he's like, the kid's getting irate. The kid's getting so now he's got the straight edge to my neck. He's giving me a little cut, and all of a sudden I feel the boom, the tug. This kid is pushing him as he's got the blades in my jugular. Now, mind you, I gotta give him, man had smooth hands. He should have been a surgeon, not a barber, because he did not move an inch when that kid was shoving on his leg. So I'm like, you know what? My life is not important. My life is not worth a decent haircut. So now I went to the first chair. This dude is the guy. The barbershop is named after him.
Is this all on the same visit?
This is no. Yeah, I'm getting cut 3 times at the same visit. No, I kept coming back to these people because I'm sick in the head. And once you find a barbershop you like, it's hard to move on. But...
So you let him finish cutting you with his kid just pushing on him?
What am I going to do? He's halfway done with my...
Just be like, yeah, actually, can I swap? I cut
No, they were all cutting too. They were all so busy. But now the first chair, suddenly, within the last 2 weeks, has become a realtor. So, in the middle of my cut, he's taking multiple phone calls. So literally, his phone will just go off. Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
He walked away from me like 8 times.
To
take like 14
He just
phone
kept
calls.
calling, he just kept answering these calls. Like, hey buddy, this is your first job.
Why don't you focus on the establishment you have?
That's what, like, this is your place. I'll go, there's a barbershop next door, I'll go over to them.
Yeah.
That's another story for another time. I thought I was getting killed that day too. Because I walk into that barber,
Where did you even go? Like, what's going on?
in the local town. Now, so I go to the barber across the street, and it's one guy, he's the middle chair. He's not even like, he has every chair open. And he doesn't even go to the first chair. His chair's in the middle.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the middle of the shop, watching Netflix. God knows what he's watching. And I'm like,
What a vibe.
like, door's wide open, no one else is in the building. 0 people. I'm like, hey man, you open? He's like, yeah. He seemed almost put out. What a haircut. He got up, fixed his Yankee hat.
Here we go again.
He's like, come on down. And he's like, what do you want? Like, he was really put out by the fact. And
Come on,
what was
I'm
crazy, he did a decent job. So I went to go back, but now the doors were
It's like
never
this guy
open.
again. Lock the doors, lock the doors.
So now they had LED lights that were flashing constantly, 24/7 in that. But the shop was never open again. I'm pretty sure there was a specter. I think he was haunting that building. And his last, before he could pass on to the afterlife, he had to get one more cut from a little white boy. And that's what happened. And he cut me.
This
and then,
barbershop hasn't been open for 15 years.
bro, it's never been open.
Whoa.
It was never opened again. Never. I've tried many occasions. It's right down the road for me. I've never seen it open again.
He's like, that's it. I'm watching Netflix at home.
He's like, let me watch Netflix in peace. But he kept it on the menu. Like, he didn't even continue watching a show, or he's like, I'm in the middle of this.
Yeah.
That's a cliffhanger. I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
We're not watching TV
He said,
anymore.
we're not watching something. I'm watching something.
So now there's a barbershop in my gym. So I literally, where I stand as a personal trainer, across from me is a barbershop. Yeah. So whenever he's open, I get a cut, and he does an alright job. So I'm gonna just stick with him.
Hey man, if he does an alright job, it's alright.
And I mean, he's got to. That's what I thought about. As he's coming, he's got to do a good job. I see him every day. Can you imagine? He gave me the worst haircut of my life.
You just see across the gym, just staring at him.
That's what I'll do. I started standing in front of his door. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Have a free session on me.
Hand me out business cards. Don't go to this place.
I will train you for free if you do not take this man.
Get your haircut anywhere else.
I'll walk you to the next. I'll drive you personally to another barbershop. Do not get.
I'll shuttle you.
Oh man, so you know what? This was a slow start, but I think we really got a train going. You ever had any bad haircut stories? Minus your acorn. I have a lot more actually, but I wanted to hear from you.
Honestly, there's been times where I've got my hair cut too short, and it just hasn't looked great. Definitely the poor hairstyle choices. That's probably more often than a bad haircut, other than that one time.
You got that acorn. They did the Pythagorean theorem on you. That wasn't even straight. You had a little slant going on.
Yeah.
I remember one time, I had this guy. I tried this guy one time in a different town. We were just looking for barbers, and I'm like, hey man, let me get a skin fade. And now normally to do a skin fade, you have to start at the bottom, you have to work your way in. You got to really. This man, he's talking to another barber who doesn't have work right now because they're empty. At least it was 2 people in this building. He's talking. He's not even looking at my general. He's looking at the other barber while my head is here. And he's swinging around the buzzer and just goes buzz and cuts all the way down. First stroke, and he knew he messed up because he went quiet, and the other barber went quiet, and I went, no way.
Out loud?
Out loud. And I normally am not that assertive, but that was crazy. And then the rest of the haircut was in silence. I was borderline the whole thing. I try and be a nice customer. I try and I understand this is a service. I work in the service industry, but the entirety of that haircut after that was, am I paying for this? Am I gonna actually hand this man money, or am I gonna just walk out and he's not gonna fight me because he knew what he did? He wouldn't even stop me. I'm sure if I'm sure walked out, you'd be like, all right, man. You have a good one. That one's
I get it, you know? My bad.
Because immediately, like,
No way.
that was from my soul. Because this was after almost getting my jugular cut and 3 other barbers just walking out on me.
That was your prank. That was your 13th.
I tried so hard.
No way.
And my justification was,
Oh my
I had a
God,
barber.
that's so funny.
The drunk and high barbers were better than this.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to drive 30 minutes. And I'm like, maybe there's got to be a barber closer to me that does good
That's
work.
where you went wrong.
That's where I went wrong. I got to put gas in my car if I want to get
If you want a good haircut, you gotta put some effort into it.
Exactly. I had to make a pilgrimage.
Relationship with a barber is like a real relationship. You gotta maintain. This time I was like, yeah, let's try pushing it back.
Anthony's showing me, now mind you, I've had all these horror stories of haircuts. All of Anthony's were willful. All of Anthony's were of his own volition.
Yeah, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a haircut. It was just the way I decided to style my hair. I was the problem.
You were the problem.
Yeah.
You were the
Can't win
problem.
them all, you know? You live and you learn. You grow.
I feel like we were definitely on a
And-
tirade before
Better ingredients, better pizza.
Papa Jones.
Beep beep boo boo.
Okay. I feel like there was something that we were talking about when the mic died.
Yeah. We talked about a lot. That's
Too much. Too much.
No way.
No way.
That's so good.
I got one more. I have one more. And this one was just kind of... It was
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall. That would have been the first time you ever heard a fly laugh. If I would have fallen off the wall. I would have not been able to stick.
Yeah.
Whatever flies you used to stick, I would have fallen.
I was about to bounce off the wall the way he treated
I would
me.
have slapped all 6 of my knees.
Bro, I was about to slap the soul out of this man's body. And
That's so.
mind you, life was going okay at that time. I just was fed up with haircuts. But
You both were at different peaks and valleys of confidence at that point. He was swinging the buzzer. You had just.
I was like,
Life was rough for you at that point.
I was telling him when the camera died, like the context of how life was going at that point. I had just gotten out of a relationship, like a long-term relationship. I was like shooting my shot and fumbling horribly. I had no confidence. I was just getting through life, and this happens.
It's like, well, can't get any lower than this, right?
Yeah.
No way.
That was. But that being said, that was probably 2018. It's 5 years later. Life has kicked the shit out of me a lot more. I think I would have gotten physical. I definitely would.
Stood up.
It would have been a different story. Not only would I have not have paid, he would have paid with his life. I think, and I don't even care about my hair. I just can tell.
Let me see the buzzer.
I mean, how do you like it? That's I'll go right down the middle of his head. I'll go right down the middle of his head. He's gonna look like Avatar: The Last Airbender, inverted. But I have one more. I had a coupon for sports clips,
I remember that.
and I think you gave me the coupon.
Oh, you gave me the coupon, sir. You were like, yeah, I just went to Sports Clips here. And I was like, yeah, thanks so much, brother.
You should have ripped it right in front of my
I've never
face.
been to Sports Clips in my life for hair.
Yeah, no, so here's what happened. The lady was talking to me, and so what she said, I was like, yeah, let me just get I want to get a skin fade. I want to get it's a nice look.
Naturally.
She said, the way my hair grows in the back of my head, it's growing almost in a spiral. I physically cannot cut your hair this way. And she gave me some other random haircut. So that was when life started going downhill. That moment.
You were like, all right, my hair's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm
My
like,
hair's
I
growing
can't,
wrong.
I can't,
What else is
I
there?
can't even grow my hair right. But now, mind you, looking back, she was full of shit because, I literally,
Get in the car after I start punching the air.
because I got a haircut from one of a normal barber. And I was, I know you might not be able to. He's like, what are you talking about? And he just cut my hair. He's like, shut the hell
She
up.
just didn't know how to do it.
She just didn't know how to do it.
Horrible excuse.
That was a...
Made
Yeah,
you
see,
question everything.
I
She's
was
like, well, that's out of that haircut. Meanwhile, you're just having an existential crisis.
I almost went to a doctor. I'm like, doctor, why does my hair follicles go down? I thought it grows out. What do you mean it goes...
She's like, whew, avoided that. You're sitting in the chair like... My hair is trying to spiral.
She said everyone's hair grows down. Your hair grows to the side of the
She
girl.
gaslit you so good. You believed her.
I believed her. What did I know? She's
You're the expert here. This is sports clips.
yeah, you must be. You're a hair styling professional. Can I get my hot towel at least?
So your skin's just sensitive for the hot towel, actually? Like, I can't even get a hot
She
towel?
just didn't want to work again. So I gotta just choose the right time because another time where there was only one barber in the place. I'm going on off hours and this is what I pay for. I gotta find the busy time.
Stop trying to find the lulls in the business.
I think I'm doing the right thing because mind you, when I love working on off hours. I love working on off hours because I'll be good to my customer. These people don't care. There's a reason why they're on off hours and not prime time.
Hey, sometimes you can't make the big leagues.
Clearly, you can't be the
You can't make the big leagues. Watch Netflix.
watch Netflix
Or gaslight people.
or just take a buzzer to a man's head who is down on his luck.
Unabashedly go to town.
This guy looks like a mark. I bet they probably were talking to each other. I bet I can ruin a man's life and he won't say anything.
They watch. You would have lost that bet because you said no way. That's so funny that you said no way. Like, not even on purpose.
Every time I window, I had to. And I was looking at him with such a mean mug the rest of the hair. That was the start of the haircut. He started wrong. He messed it up immediately.
Hey man, what's going on here? What's wrong with your shoe?
With my big bunny ear,
Dude,
I got a story about that.
that's not a bunny ear. That's a noose.
The hang
You hang a bunny with that.
I have a story
The
about.
biggest move. You look like you're gonna jump rope with that.
I don't even want to get into. Reminded me another time about.
What? You got a story for everything. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know why we talk about sports. Like, my life is just a train wreck of misery. I'm an encyclopedia of pain.
Oh yeah, speaking of shoelaces, what?
I didn't realize. See, I thought my life was pretty normal until like
Yeah.
I frequently tell people these stories, and I remember one time.
Like, yeah, that's what you do, right? No.
Yeah. Someone really like sent me like I was talking to him. He's like, "Bro, your life is just one fucking train wreck after another." I'm like, "This is not normal customer
You're
service."
just going through if that don't happen. You're like, okay, I guess this might happen.
Yeah, like I really.
Might as well.
Because I used to, when I worked at CVS, I had all these wild stories of like customer interactions that I thought was normal. He's like, dude, what is your life? He literally said it to me. He's like, what is wrong with your life? So I do have a story for everything, unfortunately. But here we are talking about Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah. Raven Schmavens.
Raven Schmavens, man. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. I'm sure he's saying the same thing. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was a train wreck from start to finish.
I think this was our best episode.
This was arguably one of our best episodes, minus the bonus episode that you guys should watch.
Jeez Louise.
That bonus episode was hysterical.
Yeah.
The hardest hits, I was on the floor laughing. There was at one point where you just whisper in the calmest voice, "Yeah, he's dead." And you were so sure about it, like we just watched a snus film.
Yeah,
and it was horrifying, and I was dying laughing at everything. So please go check it out. I think it's only got 2 views.
Yeah.
Please go watch it.
Get that up.
You need to. It was so funny to me. If you don't watch that one, watch this one, and just listen to my life about misery, because I'm here to make you laugh. The famous words of John Travolta on YouTube. Life's a circus. Thank you so much, guys.